What's up, everybody? So as you can see behind me, I've got an ISX. It's 2014, I do believe. We're changing 2 injectors today. So I've already taken some of the stuff out, so I'll just show you how that gets put in later when I'm putting it together. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, so here you can see this is the fuel injection side. So this is the quail tube down in there. You got to take off this one here that gives fuel to it, and this one here because we're doing 5 and 6. So we got to take these nuts out, and then those other ones yet too, screw them out a little ways. And then here we have the injector right there. And so this wiring harness goes on right there, and these are L wrenches right in there, and you just unscrew them and you unscrew those right there. That is a 5/16, I do believe. And then this is another 10mm right here that we're going to take out, and as soon as we have the quail tubes out and that bolt, it should pop right out. Alright, so after many grunts and animal noises, I have finally gotten these to break loose. So as you can see, we're just gonna unscrew them. I've already gotten that one, and now we've got them laying here. Just gonna leave them right there. Now it is time to take off that nut right in there. Alright, so here you can see I've already gotten that nut off from over there, and I don't have that one off all the way. So it's a 1/1/8 socket. So we'll just take that one off, and it comes off, and that's what it looks like right there. Anyway, we'll lay that to side, and then you can just pull these out a little ways like that. You know, they're sitting out there a little ways. Now it's time to take the injectors off. Alright, so we got our 10mm right here, and we're just going to take that one out. Do the same to the other one. Alright, so I got those bolts out. Now we're going to see if we can take this thing out of here. Alright, so as you can see, I've already taken that one out, and I will show you how to do the next one because it is a little bit difficult. Alright, so I got my rag here. We're just going to pick up this chair. See the chair right there that bolts it on. And we're going to see if we can just pick up on it. And as you can see, it's stuck in there. So we're going to grab a pry bar, and we're going to get in right in there under that ring. And we're just going to pry it up. Just going to keep going. And there it is. All right. Now we can grab our rag and we can take it out. Just like that. Now I'm going to go grab the new ones and put the new ones back in. Alright, so here I got the new one. Well, not new, it's used, but it's still good condition. Alright, so I got the last one in. It was a bit difficult, but it does take 2 hands. But I want to explain something about these injectors and how they seat. So if you look here, they have those 2 prongs on that chair that screws them down, and that's where they sit inside. And that is how it will be going into that hole. And then they screw on right through there. Alright, so I'm going to drop this one in. As you can see, I've got my prongs lined up right there. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to take our 10mm bolt, and we're going to put it in there. We're going to start it. We're going to do the same for this one. Now I've got my socket and extension. Just going to screw it down. Do the same for this one here. Alright, so as you can see, I've got my bolts in. That's done. Now I'm just going to go get a torque wrench and we're going to torque these. And I will tell you what those torque specs are. And that is a very essential part of this. They need to be perfectly torqued so that everything will continue running smoothly without any further problems. Alright, so got my torque wrench and I will show this to you step by step. So the first one, you go 77 inch-pounds on these to seat them properly. Alright, I got my inch-pound here. Later we'll get the torque wrench and use foot-pounds. But so the first one, you do 77 inch-pounds to seat them properly. So I will get both of these done at 77 inch-pounds. Alright, so we got the 77 inch-pounds done. And now it's time to go to 30 foot-pounds. Alright, so we're going to go to 30 foot-pounds. There was the click. Alright, so now we're going to go to 60 foot-pounds. That's the next one. Alright, and that is it for these injectors other than the wires. So also these quail tubes need 60 foot-pounds as well. Alright, so we got those injectors installed and torqued down. And now it's time for these quail tubes. So make sure they're pushed in. Then we'll grab our nuts. And we'll just screw those back on the way they came out. Alright, and these quail tubes on these nuts, they also need 60 foot-pounds. So I'm going to torque those down next. Alright, both of those are torqued. Now it's time to put these lines on. Oh, wrong one. So that one goes right there, and it goes up to this fuel rail. Then we'll do the next one the same way, and it goes right there. Alright, I got both of them on. I will take my 7/8 and I will tighten them, and there is no torque specs that I am aware of. Alright, all that is done. And now we're going to go back up to the top. And we're going to set this in like that. I'm going to grab my L wrench. Find that hole and tighten it down. Do the same with this one. Alright, those are tightened. Now, time for those wires. And so, I'm just going to gently set them on there. Like that. Now we're going to take our 9/32. I did say 5/16, but it is a 9/32. And we're just going to bring those down hand tight. Do the same for this one. That one's not on there yet. All right, now I got my ratchet on it, and you just want to barely tighten them because they will break off. And then you have to buy a new injector, and that is not fun. So, all right, that is done. And it is time to put the valve cover back on. All right, and here it is. It's all done. Got the valve cover on here. You got all these 10mm bolts all the way around it. These 10mm bolts here for this breather pipe. So one thing I did notice now is there is some leaking right there. So those will have to be replaced. I believe just these lines that will need to be replaced yet before this truck can leave. So other than that, this job is done.